Football Manager sometimes has the strangest ways of predicting the future. So today, I asked him 10 years in the Football Manager world to see how football would change. What's going on, managers, and welcome to my 10 years sim. Yeah, I have simmed 10 years in Football Manager. Just let it play out to see what would go on. And there's a couple of jobs that are available there if you were going to take them on. But we are going to go through a couple of things and see what has changed in 10 years and if anything quite freaky has happened. But first, let's get to the Premiership and have a look how the Premiership is looking. Not a lot has changed, really. As you see, Manchester City are absolutely dominating, winning quite a few of the titles, as you see in these past winners right there. For the 10 years, they've won quite a bit, but also did finally win the season the year after they won. Liverpool then won 2 on the bounce, then goes back to Man City, and just back and forth with Man City and Arsenal until Man City take a 3-year dominance. But one surprise of me is that Bournemouth are 4th in the Premiership. Yes, Bournemouth got 73 points, gained 22 wins, and also Chris Lamb is actually a Bournemouth striker, top goal scorer, and he is very, very good. Did he start at the club? He didn't. He got brought from Birmingham for £14.5 million. That's an absolute steal for them because he's been crucial. Absolute mad that they are in Champions League. Crazy. Chelsea are back up there as well, which is nice to see that all the money that they've spent, they've gone back up. Also, Leicester did come straight back up as well after the 10 years. They're becoming kind of an established Premiership. Then Wolves and West Brom fighting out in the middle there. Southampton bounced straight back up and they are pushing for European qualification now. So that's really good for them. One thing I did see as well, if we go down to the Premier League, Everton and Crystal Palace bouncing up and down like a bit yo-yo-y. As you can see there, Burnley get back down. Who else has come up? We've got Derby straight back up into the Championship as well. Oxford United, a surprise one up there. Not Forest falling off massively, finishing 15th in the Championship. Rotherham doing really well, getting up there to 10th. Charlton bounced back up into the Championship and look like they're pushing for the playoffs as well, finishing 7th. Reading back up, but they did get relegated back down after 10 years. And if we go down to League One, you will see a Luton that are struggling. Former Premier League team just gone on a downward spiral ever since they got promoted. As you can see there, they go up and then they got pretty much 20th and then relegated. They came 3rd in the Championship, but unfortunately they couldn't get back up in the playoffs. Back-to-backs as well, so back-to-back playoff finals, pretty much unfortunately losing, and then they just went on a downward spiral, getting relegated in 2028, and then they came 3rd again in League One, but quite couldn't do it and get promoted yet again. But then the downfall of 18th and then 21st. Manchester City side is looking a little bit like this. As you can see there, Diamonde is unbelievable. So this guy would be 20 in real life in the game. Comes from Sporting Lisbon. Hopefully you could get him for a decent price around earlier, but he turns into an absolute monster. Look at that for a centre half. He will be someone I'll be definitely checking out later on in my saves. Haaland is still doing a job at the age of 33. Looks absolutely phenomenal there. Just an absolute monster, but he's still getting into this Manchester side and actually doing really well for him as well. Rooney's there. Just moved over 119 to 356 million. He did get brought for 236 million after Bayern Munich brought him from Copenhagen for 12 million. Definitely worth something in the game there. If you can pick up Rooney, you will be very, very well in the money, if I wouldn't say so myself. Unbelievable, that is 236 million. Wow, that's a big deal. So we're going to have a cheeky look at Bournemouth and see how they are doing well, because Bournemouth's side is very good at the minute. They have Wilfried Singo, who's a phenomenal fullback. They actually brought him in for 36 million a couple of seasons ago, but they do have some unbelievable regens that have come through. Like we saw Chris Lamb there, fantastic striker. Jordan Evans, another one, really fast, agile. You can tell that these dribbling players are very good on the match engine this year. I'm not going to lie, they are really, really good. Another regen there into this attacking midfielder, another phenomenal one, really good agility, can get through dribbling with the ball, showing again that they are really dominant. Centre off there, another regen come through, Michael Proctor, brought for 44 million. Everton did get relegated, so that also been the relegated year there. And as you can see, Bournemouth just absolutely flew all the way up there. So in 2026, they kind of made their big dance there. 12th in the league, then they went to 12th again, 11th, slowly improvements, 10th, 8th again, and then 6th this year. They are now in the Champions League as well, but as you can see there in 2034, they actually won the Europa League. So this year, Bournemouth won the Europa League, which is absolutely mad. They beat Leipzig 1-0. Well, also, there's a guy here from Nice I saw, Shaquille Van Persie. I do not know if this is actually any relation to Van Persie. It doesn't say anything in the information there. It just says former manager. So I'm very interested to see if he is actually a real kind of relation to Van Persie. He starts at 17 in the game, or 16, because we are 10 years in, but definitely worth picking up. And he's got brought from Feyenoord for 38 million. Really worth checking out. Real Madrid absolutely cruising it, but it's just been more Man City, Real Madrid, really. As you can see, Bayern won it, which was like a shock. Then Man City reclaimed it back off them, going to PSG. Man City won it twice. Real Madrid, Liverpool, Real Madrid, PSG, Man City, and Real Madrid. It's kind of like 4 teams flicking around, always trying to win that trophy. Other teams just can't really keep up with them. Real Madrid is looking very strong as well. Jude Bellingham, just the best player on the game. I'm saying it now. The best player on the game. Jude Bellingham, phenomenal. Looks absolutely brilliant. They are now playing Endrick as well, who they signed in real life. Looks, once again, looks absolutely phenomenal on this game. Well worth checking him out and seeing if he can get him. Maybe a loan or something could probably go in there. Unbelievable. Scalvini gets a move to Real Madrid. How much did they pay for him? They paid 73 million from Atalanta, one of the best centre-halves on the game that develops as well. So well worth checking out him and see if you can pick him up. We will check the Spanish First Division as well now, and he's pretty much been the same old. As you can see here, it's just Barcelona and Real Madrid are just dominating, as you can see. 99 points, losing only 1 game all season, which is an impressive run there. Atletico Madrid have actually kind of dropped off a little bit there, which is interesting to see. Malaga are back into the La Liga. Very interesting to see. Bonnie become top goal scorer for them. You can pick this guy up for very cheap. 8 million from Burnley, sorry, and then Sevilla bought him for 6.5 million, and he's done wonders for them. Pick him up really cheap. Very interesting to see how that goes on as well. From there, we can go to the Serie A, and it is pretty much the Milan teams just dominating. Juventus did win it the year after Napoli, but then it went on to a surge of Inter Milan winning and AC Milan. AC Milan did pick up Benjamin Sesko, which is a fantastic signing. They actually picked him up a few years ago for 53 million. So I think that's a good signing. It's going to take them on the way pretty much to winning that title as well, because he's just an absolute unit. Then if we go over to the Bundesliga, you'll see that Bayern once again dominating, but we do see a nice little Leverkusen win there. Yes, Leverkusen won the title for the first time in their history of being a club. They won the Bundesliga. I think that's absolutely brilliant. Over the moon that they got one. But Bayern are still dominating there, just being an absolute threat. Alphonso Davies still doing it at 33. Unbelievable attributes there on the physical side. Wilfried Ngotto got to an unbelievable signing as well, getting a move to Bayern Munich. How much did he actually go for? So they brought him for Leeds for 86 million. Wowzers, that is a big deal. And if you are doing a Leeds save, maybe you could try and sell him on. Tal is there as well, just developing, 29 years old, been at the club pretty much all his career, apart from the Rennie. And Musiala just looking phenomenal as always, pretty much becoming Bayern Munich's man. And pretty much you think of Bayern Munich, you'll think of Musiala being there for this 10-year period at 31. Absolute quality player. Dennis Seaman actually gets a move to Bayern Munich as well. How much did he go for? 49 million from Stuttgart. A German goalkeeper replacing Neuer, but he is a wonderkid in the previous ones, and he is proving that he is still a wonderkid in this one. Well worth checking him out. I don't think there's much point in looking at Liga 1 because it's just PSG absolutely dominating as always. If you have a look over here, Donnarumma still at the club, looking absolutely fine as a goalkeeper. There, Ugarte still at the club, 10 years on, just being an absolute menace. Physicals and mentals are absolutely on point with him right now. Vinicius Jr. did get a move, though, from Real Madrid. They brought him for £193 million, which is absolutely bonkers. They did buy Rafa Leao as well, and they brought him, well, they got him on a free, so Rafa Leao stayed at the club all his life at AC Milan, and then they brought him here. You do see that there is a man missing, and that is a Mr. Mbappe, and I'll show you where Mr. Mbappe is right now, and he is, of course, Al Nassr. And how much is he on Al Nassr? £1.8 million a week. They are splashing the cash out. They've got Hakimi as well, who's on 1.8 million. They got him for 19.5 million. How much did they pay for Mbappe? 73 million, and he's 30. He's 35, and they paid that much for him. Unai Simeon as well. They got him for 19 million, and he's on £775,000 a week. I can't see the full team because I haven't got the league loaded up. the World Cup as well. See who's been the previous winners in the World Cup, and it has been France. So Croatia actually won the World Cup in 2026, which is huge for them, and then France won it back off them in 2030. And then if we go to the Euros, you will see England back to back winners. I don't think we'll ever do that. That is a win for England. We actually got 3 European trophies. I'd take that. And this is the England squad as well. So there is a few players in there that I think are going to be regens, but we do see Jude Bellingham and Archie Gray becoming our 2 centre mids. I would take that in real life. Couple of centre halves here, but they, like I say, they are all pretty much new gens right now. Declan Rice still in here as well. Phil Foden, Ramsey, Jacob Ramsey actually got in from Aston Villa, which is nice. Rico Lewis, Shaquille Van Persie is actually English. I didn't realise that he's English. Wow, okay, that's there you go, guys. You won't need a work permit for him if you do try and sign him in real life on your saves. We're just bouncing around all over the place, and we're having a look at the Europa Conference League, and this one is a mix, but I love this one because it's just a mixed badge. So Roma won it this year, then it went to Hoffenheim, Aston Villa won it, Tottenham won it, Lens won it, West Ham won it, Napoli won it, Real Sociedad won it, Lille won it, Rennes won it, and then Hertha Berlin won it. I absolutely love just the mixed bag, and that's what this competition does with the Europa Conference League. It's just all over the place. Anyone can win it, and that's why I love this competition so much. We then head over to the Ballon d'Or, and it is none other than Jude Bellingham winning it. We've got a Samuel Larson, who's a regen, and he's absolutely out this world of a new gen regen. Absolutely phenomenal. And then Bukayo Saka gets in 3rd place. But yes, Jude Bellingham now claiming them Ballon d'Ors. I hope he gets one a little bit soon, like he did here in 2024, 2025. He actually won it there. Hopefully he gets one soon. Vinicius Jr. and Martin Odegaard coming up there. And then Mbappe went on a mad run as Rodrigo and Vinicius taking 2nd spot. And then Mbappe, Phil Foden and Saka again. Vinicius Jr. and Foden. You kind of see it's the same players twinkling around as well. Mbappe, Rodrigo, and then Bukayo Saka. Erling Haaland steps into this one, Martinez, and then also Vinicius Jr. There has been a new guy at Manchester City as well. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name because I can't, but this guy looks absolutely phenomenal, and they seem to be splashing the cash on him, £163 million. He looks phenomenal, and he actually came 3rd in trying to win the Ballon d'Or. Impressive, very impressive. And the Golden Glove has been going to Trubin, who is a Real Madrid goalkeeper. Now, he got sold for 48 million. And then there's a couple of regens in there as well. And then Bart, actually, who moved to Barcelona for 41 million, is now becoming the Golden Glove. Lucas Perry, who is playing for Inter Milan, moved for 30 million. Guys, if you can get on that, this guy develops unbelievable. Golden Glove as well last year. Aaron Ramsdale in there and Turbin in there yet again. The standings of the major nations as well for the world rankings. Even though England have won 4 Euros, we are actually 2nd. France, obviously winning that World Cup, has boosted them up straight away. And then Brazil, Argentina, Portugal, Italy, Spain, Netherlands. There's a lot of teams that have dropped off there. Belgium going all the way down to 15th as well, and Croatia dropping to 13th after winning their the World Cup. So it's interesting to see. But that is 10 years, guys, into the future of Football Manager. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of like a little experimental kind of one, but I thought we'll just give it a go, see what happens, see what changes, and maybe I'll have a look at some Wonder Kids ready for another video, so you can check that out and see who to buy in your saves. But I can't believe Bournemouth. Bournemouth are absolutely brilliant. I can't get over it. But guys, thanks very much for checking this video out. It means the world to me. Have a good one, and I'll catch you all next time. Much love. Bye-bye.